Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 546 of the show. Friday, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Welcome to the show once again. And I got to make sure I look good, you know. I've already clean shaven myself and everything else. And it is 1:02 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. I just finished watching Impact Wrestling. One of the most anticipated debuts in Impact Wrestling has arrived. It started off with a tag team. It's in Chicago, by the way. It kicked off with a tag team matchup of Yuya Uemura and Bhupinder Gujjar. It's an international conglomerate of a team, to go up against the team of Brian Myers and Moose. And Moose and Myers did win the matchup for their team. Gia Miller interviewed the Impact World Champ Steve Maclin, and he's aligned himself with Shira and Champagne Raj Singh. And they're gonna take on PCO, and in Macklin's words, anyone who's stupid enough to team with them. Listen, you have an opportunity to team up with one of the meanest, baddest dudes in PCO. Be dumb enough to take that challenge and say, "Hey, I'll team with you. I got you. You got my back. I got yours." Simple as that. So, what did PCO decide to pick anybody? Well, find out for sure. Dirty Dango has now become a detective to find out who attacks Santino. He had pictures of his former partner Tyler Breeze. He had a picture of Tony Chimmel. He had a picture of George Michael. I don't know what the heck is going on. I like Dirty Dango. And then he goes, I can't mention his name. And Joe Hendry has said, "Hey, listen, I can help you out. Who do you think?" And Hendry thinks that Trey Miguel did it. So he goes, go get me Trey Miguel. And Sami Callihan came out to accept Diener's challenge, but then Diener says, "You know what? You're facing Khan instead." And then Diener addresses Callihan before the match, but then Callihan fights Khan. And then during the matchup, Diener did the thumbs up, thumbs down thing, and I'm like, I don't know how many yellow hooded people with yellow hoodies come out. They started brutalizing Sami Callihan, and then freaking Diener decks him in the face with a baseball bat. A little bit more on that situation. And then Hendry and Dango decided to interrogate Trey Miguel, and then Hendry's looking up. Nope, it's not him. He's not him. He's good. Because it was like somebody with a missing hair. So Jimmy Jacobs interviews Nick Aldis, and then Nick Aldis says he's going to work his way up to the top, back up to the top. And Kenny King interrupts Aldis. I said, "Listen, you and I can dance, let's go." And he says, "No, you got to work hard and have an audience with the King. God save the King." I'm like, you shouldn't be mocking Nick Aldis like that, man. I'm telling you. Jody Threat went one-on-one with Alicia Edwards, and Threat did pick up the victory. And then Gia Miller interviewed the Motor City Machine Guns, and Chris Sabin goes, "I'm already a record-breaking 8-time X Division champion, and since he pinned Trey Miguel in the match, he wouldn't go for his 9 times." And then Gia Miller goes, "What about you, Alex? You know what? I've never been the world heavyweight champion. I'm going to try and challenge for that." So that's what he's decided to do. Okay, Alex Shelley deserves a shot at the world title. Let's see, after Steve Maclin gets done dealing with what he's got to deal with, he can deal with him. Then they had Frankie Kazarian part 2 of the interview, where he went after leaving Impact. Talking about Ring of Honor with partnership with Christopher Daniels and AEW thing. Then 6-man tag: Steve Maclin, Mahabali Shira, and Champagne Raj Singh going against PCO. But before the matchup, when PCO was about to fight all 3 by himself, Heath and Rhino, the former Impact tag champs, come out and said, "Hey, we got beef with those 2. We got your back tonight. We're your partners." And PCO's like, "Fine." And And PCO and Heath and Rhino did pick up the victory when PCO hits that PCO salt on Champagne Singh. Taylor Wilde and Kylan King. Taylor Wilde was goofing around with a candle. It looks like Taylor Wilde is trying to have the Green Ranger moment, where if the candle burns out, so will Deonna Purrazzo and Jordan Grace and Kylan King. Well, it looks like the Coven. It looks like the Coven's got their sights set on the under siege opponents in Purrazzo and Jordan Grace. More on those two ladies, Grace and Purrazzo. But more knockouts, shenanigans. Rosemary and Jessica were standing outside the door of an undead realm. Rosemary summoned Father James Mitchell, explains the situation. James Mitchell says the Coven is not capable of doing that. So, but, Jessica says, okay, let's go and get her. We said, no, you stay here. And here's an hourglass. When it runs out, we'll be back. I wouldn't not be surprised if Su Yung ends up sneaking out of the undead realm. Remember, she has not been around since she had her baby with Rich Swann. Congratulations to Su Yung, by the way. So we got that. So they had the fourth matchup ever. It seems like the fourth matchup, Jonathan Gresham, Mike Bailey. These two guys have been going at it. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be a best of 7. Gresham did win with the octopus submission hold over Mike Bailey. Sami Callihan did talk to Rich Swann. Sami Callihan says, I'm asking for your help. Rich Swann goes, dude, are you going to help me or not? So this is little tit-for-tat argument back and forth. Macklin confronts Scott D'Amore about Rhino, and D'Amore goes, you know what? I'll let you do something. I'll let you do something about it. How about this? You and Rhino next week, Impact World Title on the line. Mm-hmm. So, then the Impact debut of Trinity, formerly known as Naomi. She addressed the Chicago crowd. She mentioned why she came to Impact, one of the best women's divisions there is. And she mentioned Deonna Purrazzo and Jordan Grace. Deonna Purrazzo interrupts. And then Deonna Purrazzo had to conclude her addressing Trinity with this parting shot. This is one opportunity you're not going to walk out of. I'm like, okay. And she goes, you know what? After I get done with you, you're going to wish you can be fired for a second time. And then Jordan Grace comes out because Trinity, if you're looking for a title shot, you better come to me because that title is going to be mine. So, and then just a little note too. Josh Alexander's wife, Jennifer Jade Chung, will be the newest member of the Impact broadcast team. She'll do the ring announcement before the Impact. She will she made her debut, I think, last night on Before the Impact. So congratulations to Mrs. Josh Alexander herself, Miss Jade Chung, Jennifer Jade Chung. Did you call her JJ Chung? That way, but it's great to see her as part of Impact Wrestling. So, and I know she remembered her days as a valet for Prince Nana's embassy. So this is a huge opportunity for her to really step out of that role and step into a more different role, like ring announcing and interviewing people, which is really, really super cool. So, congratulations to her on that endeavor. So, with Trinity, with the addition of Trinity in the Knockouts division, this is going to be a very, very different knockout, very, very interesting Knockouts division, to say the least. What will happen? Who knows for sure? So we know one of her best friends is Mercedes Moné. She's been doing her thing in New Japan and Stardom, and who knows? She'll probably, challenge Julia for the World of Stardom Championship. Who knows? I know Mina Shirakawa's won a championship in Stardom as well. Congratulations to her. I'm kind of looking forward to what's going to go happen now that Trinity is part of the Impact roster. And I know Tom Hennepin and Matt Radewall know her very, very well during their time in the WWE. So I'm really excited about that. So we have tonight. AEW Rampage starts at 6:30. So I'll probably join my good buddy Jordy Scow on that endeavor. We'll see what happens then. We get SmackDown, the final SmackDown before Backlash, which is tomorrow, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun there. So we're going to rock and roll with this. So that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 546 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Impact Event Center for May the 4th, 2023. A little Star Wars Day. That's from last night. But today, after this episode, we're going to get right into it. The game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring. Bullseye, Little Fearless Friday for the 34th edition, the first Fearless Friday of May 2023. We're going to get right into that right after I get done concluding this video. So until that next episode comes rolling around, like I said, give my channel a like, subscribe, tell everybody about this channel. It's going to be it's a good channel. Until that next episode comes around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.